Hi guys, welcome to EuroLeague Fantasy Talks. In this episode we will check how we did last week in Ultimate Champions EuroLeague Fantasy, open 2 packs and build our lineup for the next game week. But first of all, please take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel and write in the comments which team you think will win between Valencia and Baskonia this Friday. And on Friday I will give away this James Webb III epic card to one lucky winner. And let's now check how we did last week. Last game week, which was game week 43, we got 1,587 points and we took 50th position overall in the game week. And we are now currently in 13th spot in overall season and standings. So currently in the season, Rebars is taking the gold, Gargamel Falcao is second and Dargoy taking the bronze. And we are at the 13th position, not too far from the top 10, just about 200 points. So hopefully we can soon get there. And the game week was won by Jet44 with 1,939 points. Crisscross took the silver and Mohsin 9090 took the bronze. And overall my team did very well. It's just unfortunate that Jordan Lloyd didn't play and it is still not sure why he didn't play. Monaco on Tuesday will have a French League game, so let's see if he will play there. But otherwise we need to be careful when picking him for our lineups. Meissner did very well. Andres Feliz for 302 points. When we picked him after an injury he had a 0 cap. So only Amar Sims did below average, and otherwise everyone else did very well. Steven Enoch, he got 266 points, very good captain choice of ours, as he brought us almost 400 points. Let's see how we did in the tournaments. Our tournaments in game week 43 was highlighted by a star division and 5th place there. Otherwise we took 12th place in semi-pro division, 13th place in Star Division, but with no rewards. Best what we got was 1,230 MGC and 570 champ tokens from the 5th place in the Star Division. But that was enough to get to above 10,000 MGC, which will allow us to get a gold pack. But first let's open an airdrop pack that we got. So I have 3,600 collection score, as you get 10 points for each epic card and 100 points for each mythic card and 3,000 points for each unique card to your collection score. I do not have unique cards, so my collection score is based from the epic cards and mythic cards that I have. And overall, I have 3,600. And if you have at least 100 collection score, you become eligible to receive an airdrop whenever there are new cards released into the system. For example, in this case, in basketball part of Ultimate Champions, whenever new athletes, for example, now in EuroLeague and EuroCup, there are new athletes who join the competitions. They're released with new season design, new season cards, and then after a few clubs are released, we receive an airdrop, and that's what happened this week. So let's see what we get. It goes into the pack store if you receive one, and here is our pack. Let's see. It says that it contains one epic card, so it can contain different amounts of cards depending on your collection score. So I got one epic card, and let's claim the pack and see what we get. Alright guys, wish me luck. So it is indeed an epic card, and let's reveal it. And we get Quinn Ellis from Trento Dolomite. I believe he's a young guy, and he had recently, when the main point guard was injured, he was receiving those big scores, 267 and 253. But now when the main point guard has returned, he got lower scores, but he definitely has a lot of potential. Let's see how old he is. Yeah, so he's definitely a young talent from UK, and he's only 20 years old. And yeah, we got one of his first 4 cards. There's still no mythics minted. So far my best airdrop that I received, so I'm really happy with this airdrop, as he's a young talent and he definitely has a lot of potential for many seasons for us to come. Alright, and let's now go to the pack store to purchase our gold pack and see what we get there. I have 11,000 MGC, which would allow us to get even gold pack of EuroCup, and don't really see the reason why I should be getting EuroCup and spending 1,000 MGC more, but I can pay 1,000 less and just pay 10k MGC and get a gold pack which contains both EuroLeague and EuroCup athletes. So let's get one. To be able to buy a gold pack, you need a collection score of 500, so that's another reason for you to hold cards and increase your collection score. Again, I'm not sure why it's valued $99, as MGC cannot be traded into dollars otherwise, nor you can buy this pack for dollars. You can only buy this pack through MGC. As you can see here, only available currency to pay is MGC, and that's the in-game currency that you earn through the game, through rewards, and yeah, basically that you earn through the game through rewards of winning leagues and tournaments. And just a reminder what we can get in the pack. So we will definitely get at least one mythic card, unless it would be a miracle and it would be upgraded to a unique card. And in the second card slot, because we will get two cards, there is 90% chance that it will be an epic card, but there is 10% chance that we will get another mythic. So let's hope for the best. The moment of truth has arrived, so guys, wish me luck and let's hope for at least two mythic cards. Alright, let's see through the colors of background what we get. Alright, so we will not get two mythics as we see the purple background, so it will be an epic. And here will be a mythic. Okay, so no two mythics and no unique card so far. Let's start with the epic card. Alexander Bolcharovsky from Panathinaikos. It's a very good card to have, as he's a young talent and he definitely will get better through the seasons in EuroLeague. So it's definitely a good investment to have his card. So yeah, very nice. Not a crazy value at the moment, but it's something to hold and for him to increase his value. And now the most important part of our pack is our mythic card. So let's hope for something really good. Let's open this one. And we get Jay Cohen. That's what I was actually afraid of. I think, to be honest with you guys, I think there is something broken because it's my second Jake Cohen mythic card in 3 gold packs, and that is not okay. There can only be 30 mythic cards released of each athlete per season, and let's see how many already in 2 months have been released of Jake Cohen. So there was 2 mythics of Jake Cohen released last season through the whole season, and now look how many are released this season so far. We can see through the new design. You can see 3 cards here, 5 cards here, 8 cards, and we just got 9 cards. It's almost 33% of this athlete. I'm pretty sure Jay Cohen has the most mythic cards released from all the athletes, and that doesn't make no sense that we got his card. There are athletes that have only 1 or 2 mythics released. Maybe some athletes that have 0 mythics released. This is really broken that we got Jay Cohen. It's it's not great, guys. I understand I got 1 and then it's okay, but now 2 Jay Cohens in 3 gold packs. This is definitely broken. Oh well, at least we get 100 to our collection score to increase our collection score even more. But we have to continue, so let's see what lineup we have for the next game week. So the main thing to notice in our roster for game week 44 is that I have picked Popovic. And Popovic missed last Eurocup game unexpectedly, and also Lithuanian League game this weekend. And so far nothing is known, except that he had taken an MRI scan. So it's very likely that he will not play in the Eurocup game against Cluj-Napoca. But since I have built the roster as soon as the lineup builder was opened, on the start of game week 43, on November 21st, I utilized the old caps of the players, and if I make any changes now, I will have to rebuild the whole roster, as I will then have to do it with the updated and higher caps. So for me to remove Popovic, then it means that all the new caps are calculated, and instead that Feliz that I used for 0 cap, then I would need to use 300, and basically if I remove Popovic, I have to remove more players and put some other players that do not have as high potential as the players we have now. So I have to suck it up and take the DNP from Popovic, as he most likely will not gonna play, and yeah, continue with the current lineup and hope that all of my other guys will overperform in my lineup. And of course I strongly advise not to take Popovic until it is clear that he is healthy. But let's go through each individual athlete that I picked and let's see why. I go with Tavares as my captain, as Tavares got the consistency and is coming from a strong performance with 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists and 2 blocks in the Spanish League game against Andorra. My second center is Amar Sims from Venice. Sims will play against the Eurocup team with the worst defensive rating, which is Hamburg Towers, and therefore we expect grim numbers from him. My third center is Nikola Popovic, but we already talked about him, so I do not recommend to pick him. It was just unfortunate that when we picked him, I still didn't know that he will not play. For my first forward, I picked Gediminas Orelik, and he is the leader of this Lietkabelis team, with efficiency rating average being in the 8th place in the whole Eurocup. As my second forward, I have picked Canan Musa from Real Madrid. Real Madrid will play against Maccabi Tel Aviv. And Musa now with Gershon Yabusele's injury, he now has increased scores as his usage rating has increased. So we hope a good score from him. And as my last forward, I will go with Christian Mekovulu from BC Wolves. Mekovulu is the rebounds and blocks leader of his team, which makes him a great pick for 118 cap. As my first guard, I pick Vasilis Stoliopoulos from Aris for 104 cap, because Roberto Gallinat, another guard in Aris, might have an injury, So if that would be confirmed, then we can expect even more usage for Toliopoulos and a nice score for us, as Tolio is already a second best scorer in his team, and after already mentioned Galinat, who is on the first place by points in his team. So if the first scorer is out, then Toliopoulos should have even more score for us. And I closed my lineup with Feliz from Badalona Juventud, and again, as I picked him, he had 0 cap, still coming from an injury, and that is probably the main reason why I won't change my lineup, because to utilize Feliz that I have. But I wouldn't recommend to pick Feliz now, as 302 cap is simply too expensive when you have a total of only 1000 cap overall to spend among 8 players on your league lineup. That's all, guys. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write in the comments which team will win between Baskonia and Valencia for a chance to win this James Webb 3rd epic card. Otherwise, thanks for watching and see you on the next one.